So it's time for another gardening week, and it's a very short one this week because I'm away on holiday for most of the time. But I'm just sitting in my polytunnel and I'm just looking at this main bed here, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. You know, I'm so pleased that I'm kind of migrating in this direction of giving the polytunnel like a clean sweep, a complete replanting between the winter crops and the spring crops, and then pretty much a complete replanting again between the spring crops and the summer crops. It's really nice, I think, to try and do that. You know, you just optimize the planting, and yeah, it looks lovely. That's like, I really love sitting in here, and that's good because I spend quite a lot of time sitting in here. And yeah, even down this side where I've got the Calabrese, it's looking, again, it's looking really nice. And once I've got all these celery down here as well, it's going to look even better. So anyway, enough of that. So I've also just been working outside, clearing some beds, cleared the leek bed finally, and got that prepped and ready for replanting. I've got all of these potatoes now potted on in the polytunnel. So that's all the potatoes, I think, that I'm putting in pots, apart from 8 tubs which I'm going to put on the drive. We might start off on the back patio actually, but they'll eventually go on the drive. And they're the ones that will be harvesting for the last 6 weeks of the year. I find that those last sort of 6-8 weeks of the year, not the year really, let me just think about that better, really February, March and early April, so that period of time, the quality of the stored potatoes really starts to degrade, and I find that the ones that are stored in pots are just so much better. So this year that's the number I'm doing in pots, and that's mainly just because I'm having loads of building work done on the house and I just won't have space down the drive to do any more pots. But it's a nice experiment for me to try doing more potatoes in the ground, which is a bit easier and a bit cheaper than sort of all the compost and everything required for these. Although all the ones that I do on the allotment are all just, you just use homemade compost rather than shop bought. And I've re-sown these these carrots in these 2 containers here, and I've done 2 more containers at home. So I've got 4 containers of carrots, and I might do 1 more batch of those before I start sowing in the ground. And yeah, I'm just sort of tidying up the kitchen garden. So I spent an hour there yesterday while the grandkids were playing, and got the lawn cut and edged and fed. Yeah, did a bit of tidying up in the greenhouse and just started to wood chip all the paths and everything. And the one final thing that I've done this week is pricked out all of my winter brassicas mainly. There's a few summer ones in there like Calabrese and things like that, but mostly it's the colettes and the Brussels and the red cabbages and things like that. As I say, there's some Calabrese and cauliflower and bits and pieces, but not many other things. So it's really nice to get those pricked out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no harvest this week, as I said, because we're away on holiday. My name's Steve, this is the Seaside Kitchen Garden and Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.